Right, well here we go. I've just got back from the auction since the last video, and here's the little lawnmower I've picked up. Let's have a quick look at it and just see what we can actually do with it. Hey, you're off. See you later, Jimmy. Bye. Take a drink of water, a bottle of water. All right, okay. I paid a little bit more than I wanted for it. I paid £38, so I normally pay about 25 to 30, but this looked in such good condition. Let's show you it a bit nearer. Well, as you can see here, it's a little Sovereign lawnmower. It's not in real bad nick at all. It's a little bit of scuffs around the edges, but it's even got the instruction bag there with it, which is a nice little addition, a selling point. So I was going to start out, and one thing I did notice here was, as you can see down there, we've got some oil residue coming out of the exhaust. Now that probably means it's either been tipped up the wrong way or it's been overfilled. So let's just have a little quick look at that to see if we can just quickly diagnose this problem and see how much of a profit we're going to be able to make on this lawnmower. Right, okay, so first things first, I'm going to take out the dipstick just to see whether it's been overfilled. It's a very big possibility, I would say, or let's say it's probably been tipped up the wrong way. I'm not too sure. Let's have a look at this. Oh, well, that's unusual. The dipstick looks a lot shorter than what it should be. Hold on, let's go and get one of my other dipsticks out of the other lawnmowers. I'm sure that looks like it's too short, that dipstick, so let's take the one out of this lawnmower here. This is the one I picked up the other day. Let's have a look at this. Here we go. Yeah, here, look at that, look. I don't know whether you can see there, but one lawnmower dipstick. This is the one out of this old lawnmower here, and this is the one out of the one that's been looks like it's been overfilled. Now I would suggest that we put this dipstick in our one we've just bought and see what the problem is. So right, I'm going to go and put this into the other lawnmower. Right, okay then. Just give that wipe off. And it's not worth trying to see. I didn't want to start this up straight away because we don't know if it had any oil in it at all. So how you measure the oil on these things, you have to wind the dipsticks right the way in. So keep turning that until it goes in. Make sure it's on a level floor. And then undo the dipstick. And, oh, blinking now, look at that. Look. Well, as you can probably see there, that is well over the top of the line. The line's there, that's the maximum fill line. We're about, again, a half up again. So I don't know why someone's cut that dipstick off, but all I need to do before I try and start this, and that would be the reason for it spitting out oil, because it sucks up the extra oil through the air intake and then through into the carburetor and then burns it and then shoots it out. But someone would have probably had this running and it would have been really, really smoking. So I'm just going to tip some of this out. I mean, you can buy pumps to tip these oil out, but all I'm going to do is just lean it over. So if I move it over to the side a bit, just tip it up. Right, okay. Not very scientific draining a lawnmower out of its engine oil. But as I say, you can get the little pumps and that. Normally when I'm draining these out, there's normally, I've normally got the engines out of them, to be honest with you. So I will change this oil as a matter of course anyway, but we just want to prove a point. So let's put that back in, wind it out. Right, and we're right on our line now. I don't know if you can see that there. Right on the upper line. So I'm going to put that back in and let's just try and give it a start. I know we've got enough oil in there now. And one other thing I'm also going to check just before I start it up is to just make sure that the blade is okay. And if you're going to tip a lawnmower up to inspect the blade, do it like this way. Yep, everything looks fine there. No big chunks out of the blade. The deck's in pretty good nick underneath. So if I just give that a wipe down, like that. Although we'll have a good clean when I eventually do it. Put that back in there. And as you can see, that's the amount of oil that I've got out of this lawnmower that was extra. Right, okay then. I don't know if it's got any petrol in it. Right, it has got looks pretty clean actually, so we'll try it as it is. Now, don't forget, this is going to smoke for quite a bit until it burns all the petrol off, all the oil off. So let's just see how it goes, if it does start. Here we go. Well, there you go. It doesn't get any simpler than that. There's still a little bit more oil to burn off, and I'll give it a clean up tomorrow. And this can basically go straight up for sale. There's nothing else really needs doing to it, apart from I probably will change the oil just as a matter of course. And as you can see, another great find at the auction and another easy profit. I'll easily double my money on this one, so no problems at all there. Well, that's just a little quick update vid there on the little lawnmower saga, and it just shows you little things like this oil dipstick, what someone had cut down. Obviously they couldn't then read the oil and they just put more oil in until it come up on the dipstick, but for some reason someone had cut the dipstick down and it was too short. That's why it was kicking out a load of oil. That's why it obviously smoked when they first tried to start it up, and that's why it went down the auction house, probably someone thinking that the engine was knackered on it. But I knew differently. I could see that there was a bit of oil around it, and I knew that would be one or two things. We confirmed that when we actually checked the dipstick when we pulled it out. Anyway, there you go. Little update on the little lawnmowers. Anyone can do this. All right, this was a simple one. All we had to do was turn up to the auction, bid, pay the money, and then invest that money basically in a little bit of time to put it back on the road again. And that really isn't a problem with this lawnmower. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little update vid. Thanks very much. See you again in the next video. Bye for now.